Namaste. Welcome to the session, evening session. Today we will be doing a session on pranayama. So pranayama is a integral part in our yoga practices. Why? Because we all know there are 8 steps which we need to know ourselves, which will help reach the self-realization path. And one among the 8th path is the pranayama. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. So let us take a brief description or see a brief description what is pranayama and how it is getting affected, and we'll go on with the practices. So everyone, this pranayama. Prana is the life force and yama is something which we are regulating. So how can we regulate our life force? So this prana we are taking not only through our breath. We are taking the prana through our thought, our food, our speech, our action and everything. And how can we correct it? We have to correct in all the senses, not only through the breathing. And one of the very effective and easily controllable thing is the breath. And that's why everyone is focusing on the breath. So along with whenever we say that do pranayama, doesn't mean that it's only you have to do pranayama only through the breath, but you can control the breath, your prana, through your action, your speech, your way of thinking and everything. So in yoga itself we can see how we can correct our thought and how we can correct our communication with the other people and everything. That is Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Ubekshana. So these things which will help. So Maitri towards Sukha, Mudita, Karuna towards Dukkha people, Mudita towards Punya people, and Ubekshana towards Apunya people. So when we talk about that yogic culture and everything take a whole time. So how we can achieve all these simple type of how we can follow all these things in our life, and how in my words I will say that all these 4 characters are our lifestyle. So the easy and the helpful method is pranayama. So now I am today we will be having a discussion on the pranayama through the breath, and later if time permits we will do on with the thought also. So before doing pranayama, we have to come to know there are several and different methods of pranayama, and most common things are the 8 types of pranayama. So mainly in Hatha Yoga, according to Hatha Yoga, mainly 8 types of pranayama. So before starting any type of pranayama, make sure you are controlling or regulating your breath in a very proper manner. So how we can adjust or how we can train ourselves? So we have to train our lungs, isn't it? So how we can train ourselves? So first thing is that practicing sectional breathing or 3-part breathing. So what is sectional breathing? So now I am going to divide my body parts into 3 sections. One is abdomen, next is the thoracic, next is the chest part or clavicular. So abdominal breathing, diaphragmatic breathing and clavicular breathing. So first, when you are inhaling, never mind about, don't think that my chest is not moving in and no, don't worry about such things. Just concentrate on your abdomen. So when you are inhaling, make sure your abdominal muscles are protruding out, that is bulging out like a balloon. And when you are exhaling, when you are breathing out, you are taking in. That's the first step we have to do it. For that, we have to place our hands on the abdomen on either side of your umbilicus. This is your navel part. So place your hands like this and very slowly you inhale. Slowly you inhale and make sure your abdomen is bulging out. And when you breathe out or when you exhale, your abdomen moves in. So this technique we will be doing it for 5 rounds. So 5 counts. This is breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I am sure you are clear with the abdominal breathing. Next, when we are going to the diaphragmatic breathing, I want all of you to imagine a picture of your chest in your mind, and thus your chest is like an inverted tree. Okay, so you are having one right lobe here, left lobe here, and there is a small arch shaped structure, muscular structure, which is known as diaphragm. So one lungs will be here and the other one will be here. So when you are inhaling, your lungs will be bulging or being expanding. So automatically your diaphragm moves down. Okay, so that pushes the abdominal organs. That's why I ask you to expand your abdomen outside. Okay, and when you are exhaling, your lungs shrinks and your diaphragm comes back to the other position. So when you are doing this diaphragmatic breathing, I want you have to concentrate on the diaphragmatic region and your awareness should be on this muscular part. Okay, so for that you place your hands on your chest and you can just close your eyes and imagine the structure here, and you're slowly inhaling. You can feel that your diaphragm goes down, and when you are exhaling and breathing out, your diaphragm moves up. Okay, here also never have be aware of your abdomen, only your lungs and your diaphragm. Clear? Next we move on to the clavicular breathing. Clavicle is this bony part which you see here. So why this clavicular breathing is important? Because I told you have lungs here, right? So this lungs, there's a small peak-like structure here. So it will be like this it will be. So there's a peak-like structure, mountain-like structure. So this part actually comes in this pouch area. So it is guarded by the clavicle and the scapula behind. Okay. So when you are giving some movement in this clavicular region, so this apex part can expand and contract. Okay. So whenever you are doing this clavicular breathing, make sure you are aware. We are giving your awareness over this apex region. Okay. So how you will do the clavicular breathing? You will be placing your hands on the side, and now you will be slowly inhaling and moving your hands up, and you will be bringing your hands down. Okay. So this is the sectional breathing, Vibhaga Pranayama, or 3-part breathing. Okay, so first we will be practicing this, then later on we will be moving on with the other sessions of the pranayama. So I want everyone to place your hands on the abdomen, make sure it is next to the umbilical region or your navel region, and slowly be aware only of your abdominal muscles. Okay, not on any other parts, and gently you inhale, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, and you can feel the movement. Now I will be saying with the counting. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, slowly get along with me. Ready? 3 rounds. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more round. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. So this makes 3 rounds. Usually we start with the 3 rounds, then we will slowly move on to the 6 or 9 rounds. Maximum 9 rounds. Now next for the diaphragmatic breathing, place your hands over the chest region. Make sure your awareness is over the diaphragm region. Here you have the diaphragm. Now close your eyes. Full awareness or concentration over your diaphragm. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Once more. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now itself we can feel the difference between the abdominal as well as the diaphragmatic. Now we move on to the clavicular breathing. Gently place your hands on side of your sides, to the sides, place it over your shoulders and slowly breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Observe your apex region. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more round. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. So though some people, they'll be having a problem with their hands. So like periarthritis and all. So for them it will be easy. So just move your hands up and down as much as you can. Those who are familiar with this practice, you can place your hands at the behind like this, and you can just go for this breathing. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we are done with the sessional breathing. That is abdomen, diaphragm as well as the clavicle. So each we have done for 3 rounds. Once you get along with this practice, you can club together and you can do it. Now we are moving on the session. Next practice is Anuloma Viloma. So what is Anuloma? It is inhalation, breathing in, and Viloma is exhalation, breathing out. So as you all know that we have a body is made up of 2 parts, the right side as well as the left side. So we will give a name for the right as well as the left. For the right side, we will give the name Surya. And for the left side, we will give the name Chandra. So whatever practice you are starting with the right, you will be adding the Surya before that practice. If it is simple inhalation and exhalation through the right side, you will be calling it as Surya Anuloma Viloma. And if you are starting with the left side, what you will be saying? Chandra Anuloma Viloma. Okay. And if you are breathing in through the right and breathing out through the left, so you are crossing the barrier. So in Hindi we will say we are just moving Bedhana. We are just crossing the barrier. So Bedhana, Bedipikiga. In Malayalam we will say Bedipikiga, crossing. So it is Surya Bedhana because we started on the right side. If we are starting from the left, inhaling to the left and exhaling to the right, we will say it as Chandra Bedhana. So it's very easy to memorize these names than going for the other nomenclature. It's very easy, mainly very good if you stick on with the classical nomenclature. Okay, now we'll start with the Anuloma Viloma. So I told you, first we will start with the right side, next we'll go for the left side, and make sure that never ever stop with one side practice. In yoga itself, in yoga, all the practices we do with the both the sides. So balancing, we are balancing both the hemispheres of the brain. So we have to do the both the side. Okay. So first, before doing this practice, we should be aware of the mudras we are using. So in pranayama, we will be using a mudra called Nasika Mudra. So for that, I want you to take your right hand. Always Nasika Mudra is adapted in your right hand. Next to your thumb, you just fold the 2 fingers inward. So what are the 3 fingers left out? Your thumb and your ring finger and your little finger. So with this thumb, so these fingers you have a certain work for them or job for them, and you just take your hands like this. So straight in front of your face. So the thumb comes in your right side and your ring finger comes in your left side. So with these 2 fingers, you will be closing and opening. Okay, is it clear? Nasika Mudra, thumb for the right and ring finger for your left side. And where you have to place the finger, that is the next question. So you have a bony part, then you have a cartilage part, this fleshy part. So just below the bony part, you just place it. It will close it. Never just, most of the people, they just bend their nose like this. So automatically you are closing the other aperture. So other opening. So just place it like this. Automatically, this just place it below the bony part. It will get closed. Clear? So these are simple techniques which you have to keep in mind. Now what you will do with your left hand? The left hand you can adapt any mudra up to you. Usually most of the people, they will be adapting Jnana Mudra or Chin Mudra. So Jnana Mudra, where will be adapting? Either you just touch the tip of the fingers where the other 3 fingers will be clubbed together and you will be placing it over the lap. Okay. So I have adapted Jnana Mudra, which I will be placing it over my lap, and my right hand I will be adapting Nasika Mudra. So next to my thumb, I have closed folded the other 2 fingers and just brought the hand in front of my face. So now I am going to show you how to do Surya Anuloma Viloma. So Surya Anuloma Viloma, right side inhalation and exhalation. So my left side will be closed always. So I am closing my left side. Just place the hand there. My right side is open. Gently breathe in and slowly breathe out. Here in this session we are not talking about Kumbhaka. We are just for every person. So Kumbhaka is for the later phase. So we are just avoiding the Kumbhaka in all the sessions. We are just breathing in and breathing out. Okay. And the breathing in and breathing out, it will be on same time. That is 6:6 part. Now you will be having a confusion. I am not saying that breathe in 1, 2, 3. Because breathe in itself 1 second. So breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it will become 6. Clear? So now I will start with the right side breathing. That is Surya Anuloma Viloma. We will close the left side and you can sit straight with your hand, neck in the parallel to it and just vision forward. And now we slowly breathe in, breathe out. Very good. So here I want you to practice that abdominal, clavicular and diaphragmatic practices. Okay, here we have to do this abdominal because which we have practiced sectional breathing, we have to club with this. So we have a full yogic breathing. Clear? Okay, 3 rounds. Ready? Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now slowly release your hands. Close your eyes and observe the difference between your right side as well as your left side. You can feel the changes in your nostril itself. Just observe it. Gently open your eyes. Now we move on to the practice of Chandra Anuloma Viloma. Here with the thumb we will be closing the right nostril. Just place your hands there. Your left side is open. Your left hand with Chin Mudra. Gently breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. One last round. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release your hands, close your eyes, observe your breath. It's a simple technique which relaxes your whole body. It's an effective practice you can do as soon as you get up from your bed after all your biological things like after going to bathroom and everything, after freshing up. Just come out of your room, get a fresh air, just take a few breaths in and out, then you go for this Anuloma Viloma practice. Okay, and it doesn't have any contraindications in the sense certain people can't do, certain people can do. It doesn't have anything such that. Make sure that you are doing an equal of both the sides. If you are doing 2 rounds of right side breathing, that is Surya Anuloma Viloma, make sure you are doing 2 rounds of left side breathing, Chandra Anuloma Viloma. Okay. Now next we are jumping into we are breaking this Vedana Pranayama and we are jumping into Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. So before jumping into Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, I just want you to be aware of one more breathing, that is Samavritti Pranayama. What is Samavritti Pranayama? Sama, equal, Vritti, inhalation and exhalation. That whichever practice you are doing, Pranayama. Okay, and it is somewhat same that of sessional breathing and same thing which you can do it also. That is deep breathing also it can be done. For that you don't need any mudra, just sit straight, just lean around if you are sitting in the chair, or you can just sit in a very comfortable posture. Now close your eyes and gently breathe in And breathe out. Take a deep breath before jumping into Nadi Shuddhi or Vedana 1. Just once again breathe in. And breathe out. Here I am not going for any counting. You just go on counting. Just breathe in. And breathe out. Very good, very good. Now you can feel that you have avoided that easiness of the thing. Okay. Now I told you that we'll be jumping into Nadi Shuddhi, but no, we'll just go in the same manner. We'll go for the Vedana Pranayama. So those who are newcomers, for them it will be easy for them. So here, which in Anuloma Viloma, we practices inhalation and exhalation, isn't it? So now next we are going to do is, you are inhaling to the right and you are exhaling to the left one. That is Vedana, as I told you before, crossing the barrier. So as I am starting from the right, its name is Surya Vedana. And as I am crossing from the left, it is Chandra Vedana. Okay, I want again everyone have to adapt this Nasika Mudra. Adapt the Nasika Mudra. And first close the left nostril. Here you will be inhaling through the right. After inhalation, you just close it, open the left, then only you have to exhale. Once more, you breathe in, close it, open, breathe out. That is the way you have to do it. Most of the people, they just inhale and they don't give time for your body. So mainly pranayama is clubbing or coordinating your body movements, isn't it? So just give a time for your body movements so that it can easily merge with the breathing. Okay, so now we'll go for the Surya Vedana. Now close your left side, open your right. Now slowly inhale, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, close, open the left, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So automatically there is a cessation of your breath for a seconds. Some seconds it will be closed. Okay. Now slowly you inhale. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale or close your left. Inhale through the right. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close, open the left, exhale, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more, close your left side, open the right side, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close, open the left, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Close your eyes, observe your breath. Just relax your whole breathing. Gently open your eyes. The same thing we will be doing with the left side also. Chandra Vedana. So, Nasika Mudra. Close your right nostril. Open the left nostril. Gently breathe in through the left. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Open the right. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Once again, open the left. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Open the right. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, open the left. Inhale through the left side. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Open the right. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax completely. Can feel the changes. So, session we have started with a 3-part breathing. Next, we have gone for the Anuloma inhalation and exhalation. And slowly we move on to the Vedana practices, and in between we have done for the relaxing your body. As you can see, whenever we are practicing asanas, we will be relaxing, isn't it? Either in the standing or sitting or in the lying posture. Same like that, you can use the Samavati Pranayama or deep breathing to relax in between the pranayama sessions. So it's a very effective practices, and I need you all to practice this. And Once you are okay with this, or once you are stabilized in this breath, then only you move on to the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama and the other practices. There are so many pranayamas, higher level pranayamas are there. So once you stabilize in all these practices, it's easy for you to do the other session. So our next session is for Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. So in the first week, we will be practicing sessional breathing. In the second week, we'll be, along with the sessional breathing, we'll be clubbing the Anuloma Viloma. And the third week, we will be clubbing all these sessional breathing, Anuloma Viloma and Bhedana Pranayama. And the fourth week, again we will be again clubbing what? Sessional breath, Vibhaga Pranayama, Anuloma Viloma, Bhedana Pranayama and Nadi Shuddhi. So within 1 month, we will be able to slowly we'll be able to progress in the pranayama practices. And we start with the three rounds. Slowly on each week, we just go for week wise. We never go for a day wise. So every weekly we will add one practice, one round, and slowly we'll reach the 9 rounds. Okay. Never do it anything in a hurry, very slow and steady practice. Now we go for Nadi Shuddhi. It's very easy. So it's a clubbing of Chandra Bhedana and Surya Bhedana. First we will be practicing Chandra Bhedana. What is Chandra Bhedana? Left inhalation, right exhalation. What is Surya Bhedana? Right inhalation, left exhalation. Hope it is easy. So first we will start with the left side. So we will close the right nostril. Slowly we breathe into the left side and we exhale through the right. So Chandra Bhedana is over. Now we start the Surya. Inhale through the right, exhale through the left. So in Nadi Shuddhi, always remember that you are starting with the left and ending with the left side. Okay. Gently close the right side. Gently breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Open the right. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Start the Surya. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Open the left. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Hope all of you got understood this. Now we'll just go for a 2-round practice. Close your right side. Open the left. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Same side. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Left. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more round. Left side. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Right side. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right side. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is a 1 week or 1 month practice. It's a very effective pranayama, the basic foundation. So all these sessional, which I have told you, Anuloma Viloma. Next is what about the Bhedana. Next come the Nadi Shuddhi. So this help you to have a one. You will be lauded with 1 month practice of pranayama. So the second session we will be having the other sort of pranayamas, and in that practice we will be seeing the other sessions such as the Ujjayi pranayama, then this cooling pranayama, and so many other pranayamas. And now I just want to share a few things of pranayama, the practical. So we were seeing the practical sessions till now. Now we'll also see the other session, how this pranayama is helping us in our body, or what is doing with the body. Most of the people they say, isn't it? So after doing a pranayama, I'm getting, my mind is calming down, I'm overcoming my stress, anxiety and everything. The basic functioning of pranayama is with your nervous system. So it's slowly with your breath, it regulates your body mechanism. That is your sympathetic and parasympathetic will come to a normal level, and it enhances the normal nervous activity. And the second thing is, when you are breathing in and out, there's a manual stretching happening in your lungs, and this produces certain receptors and certain signaling, which again works with your nervous system, and that produces the hormones like serotonin. And so it is serotonin, it's a very happy hormone, isn't it? So it reduces the calm downs your mind, reduces or regulates your circulatory system, your heart functioning, all sort those things it will be helping you. Okay, so this is the one main thing which is happening. Second is this, it unify your action, whatever action you are doing with your Annamaya or your physical body, it unifies your action, your breath, that is your Pranamaya Kosha, and it gives a sense of perception or perceiveness, that is your Manomaya Kosha. So unified first integration of, firstly it will integrate your Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha and Manomaya Kosha. Later on gives a science in the Annamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. And later the prime effect which I feel in pranayama, it is it's an integral part of every practices you do. So if you are not focusing on the breathing technique, when you're, even if you're simply sitting in Sukhasana or Vajrasana, that asana won't give you the result. So main essence of this asana lies in this pranayama. So make sure you breathe properly, your technique is proper, whatever you do, make sure you're adapting the mudra also, make sure it is correct, and you just go on with the practices. So next we will go for the other session. In the next session we will be seeing the other set of practices. Hope it was a very useful technique for you, a session for you, and thank you.